Hello there! Here we have Canada's immigration news for April 2018. Number 1. Policy on medical disability. Number 2. More immigrants wanted in Northern Ontario. Number 3. Starbucks. Number 4. Asylum seekers. And number 5. Millionaire deported from Canada. Welcome to Canada, Immigrants. Policy on medical disability. On April 16, 2018, two major changes of the policy on medical inadmissibility were announced by the Government of Canada. Number 1. The cost threshold is increased to facilitate immigration for applicants with health conditions that typically require a limited range of health and social services. It is expected that this will dispense with a majority of the medical inadmissibility cases seen in Canada today. Number 2. They amended the definition of social services by removing references to special education, social and vocational rehabilitation services, and personal support services. This would also benefit applicants with intellectual disabilities, applicants with hearing or visual impairments, and others. The CEO of the Northern Policy Institute calls for more immigrants to Northern Ontario. The CEO says that over 355,000 immigrants made Toronto their home between 2001 and 2016, whereas only 700 moved to Thunder Bay and about 1,000 to Sudbury. Immigration is a joint responsibility between the federal and provincial governments. Provinces are able to target immigration based on their labor market needs and economic development priorities. The author proposes a pilot program for Northern Ontario in cooperation with the federal government, involving 1,000 to 1,500 new immigrants each year over a period of 5 years. Starbucks commits to 1,000 refugee hires by 2022. Starbucks is launching a new partnership with the Immigrant Employment Council of British Columbia and Surrey Local Immigration Partnership. The program will focus on refugees with a goal of hiring at least 1,000 newcomers, many of whom will be youth by 2022, in Vancouver and Surrey, where the company has more than 150 stores. Starbucks said that youth hired through training programs have better retention rates. Asylum seekers. Asylum seekers could be moved out of Quebec as part of a deal with Ottawa. Federal officials propose new options for migrants as Quebec government complains of drain on resources. Asylum seekers crossing illegally into Quebec could be shuttled elsewhere in Canada starting this week, as the federal government seeks to relieve pressure on the province's strained resources. Quebec has been complaining that Ottawa hasn't shouldered its share of the costs associated with sheltering the thousands of asylum seekers who are entering the province from the U.S. Already this year, more than 5,500 migrants have crossed illegally into Quebec. Federal immigration officials said that this year more than 5,500 migrants have crossed illegally into Quebec. Millionaire deported after using Richmond-based immigration scam. Xiao Qin Li, once an investor-class immigrant, has been deported after using Richmond-based New Can Consultings Ltd., an unlicensed immigration consulting firm, and well-known international investments whose owner received a 7-year prison sentence in October 2015 for committing tax evasion and fraud by creating fake passports for wealthy Chinese nationals.